The art of floundering, where are all relevant, despite what the paperwork says, and Spanky's puppets and comics, where it might get a little weird. It is time. Gather round because dreams come true, and your dreams are getting ready to be delivered by this particular channel. Go ahead and sit back and relax, and we'll give it a couple of minutes to let this puppy go viral, dude. And then we will begin the process of sharing realistic bedtime stories, man. We got somebody listening. Sorry, hi, how are you? Oh, you might have not come to the right stream, man, because we're getting ready to do realistic bedtime stories. Yeah, you sound too nice for what we're getting ready to get into. As a disclaimer, tonight's content might get weird, and I might use foul language, but the only reason I'm doing it is in context to the story. Let us begin. Well, hold on. Come on. Okay, now we're going viral. Now we're going viral. There it is. Hello, people. Are you ready for a night story? I bet all of you are going, gee whiz, I really could use a bedtime story. Well, you've come to the right place, man, because we're getting ready to get into it. Realistic bedtime stories. But let me tell you something right now. If you come here because you want to act out and be a fool, well, let me tell you something. This is a family friendly stream, man. We don't like people that come in here and glorify the pot and bad mouthing their authority figures, dude, because that is not correct. Hey, before I begin our deep dive into the wonderful world of bedtime stories, I'm looking in the chat and I don't want to offend anybody. So I want to, informed consent, man. We're getting ready to do a deep dive, and this will get a little sick, okay? The language and situations might be a tinge off color. Now we're losing people. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, it was 1958. A young Elvis Presley had just been drafted into the United States Army, and he was at Fort Hood at Army Basic Training. Hey there, Private Presley, said Sergeant Esposito. Front and center, soldier. Yes, Sergeant. I got a question, Presley. Why don't you take one of those soft, easy USO jobs? I don't get it, man. Well, said Elvis, I figure I might as well soldier like all the other fellers. All right then, Presley. Grab a gun and go guard a post. Yes, sir, Sergeant Esposito. And Private Presley was on the edge of Fort Hood. It was late at night, about 2 a.m., dude. He was walking his post, man. Next thing you know, dude, These fucking aliens are flying around in this fucking alien ship, dude. And they go, there he is. There's the rat, fake fucking bastard. Because somehow Elvis's music was being beamed to the planet Xenu, dude. And all the Zenonian fucking youth were fucking starting to smoke the pot and fornicate. And they were like, we can't have this, man. Let's go abduct this fucker. Give him the anal probe, dude. And that'll reset his ass. So Xenu sent a couple of fucking cowboys down to Earth, man, to abduct Elvis Presley. Elvis was guarding a post. He goes, a halt. Who goes there? It's an alien, you motherfucker. And they beamed fucking Elvis on the fucking spacecraft, dude. Elvis like, I don't get it, mister. They weren't talking to Elvis, but he could telepathically hear what they were saying. They were saying, shut the fuck up, music man. Your days of not being anal probed are fucking over, dude. Because we're tired of your fucking filthy rock and roll. Instead, we're gonna fucking shove this intergalactic fucking DNA anal probe in and out of your fucking ass, dude. And maybe after several fucking sessions of this, you'll quit fucking singing and corrupting our fucking youth with your fucking degeneracy. Just then, Elvis got nervous. And he goes, what's wrong with my singing? And he started singing, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Aliens freaked out, dude. And they weren't looking. Watch out, Anakin. Oh no. Whoops. Their spacecraft crashed, dude. Right in the fucking New Mexico desert. A young specialist Morrison saw the crash. Hey, Sergeant, it looks like we got another one of those alien saucer crashes. Should we call it in? Ah, Jesus, titty fuck balls Christ, said Sergeant Balzacki. I don't want to deal with a fucking paperwork. Jesus, it's just another fucking alien crash. I mean, they're always crashing here. I mean, we all know this, but we're hiding it. But we know it. Just then, a disheveled Elvis came out of the saucer, dude. And they're like, is that who I think it is? He goes, I'm a Private Presley. And I think I was abducted by intergalactic aliens. Ah, shit. We gotta make some phone calls. Bum, bum, bum. Get ready. Watch this effect, man. Dun, dun, dun. Act 2. In in tonight's first production of bedtime stories that are realistic. Elvis, the alien hunter. The origin story, Act 2. Elvis, Private Presley, found himself in a concrete office. No walls, no mirrors, nothing but concrete. Two chairs and a table. Next thing he knows, the door opens up. It's President Eisenhower. Hey there, Private Presley, said Ike. This country owes you a debt of gratitude. Ew. Somebody doesn't like this. Okay. Elvis goes, well, thank you there, President Eisenhower. I'd like to get back to my company and get back to soldiering so I can finish up this here enlistment and go back and be a rock and roll star. Tap hotties. Gee whiz, there, Private Presley said, President Eisenhower. I'd like that to happen for you, but unfortunately, we got different plans. Let me introduce you to somebody. In came Edward Taft Benson, man. Ezra, Secretary of Agriculture, dude. Presley, he said, Ezra, we've got a treaty with these aliens. See, the only way they can properly digest food is to mutilate cattle and rub the innards all over them. That's why the Secretary of Agriculture is key to our intergalactic dialogue. But now we believe you've been able to tap in to a way beyond their defenses. All I just did was sing you ain't nothing but a hound dog. It's more than that, Presley. You've got something. Your country needs you, dude. We need you to go undercover, man. But what about my fans? That's okay. And that's when they fucking took Elvis Presley right then, dude. And fucking the real Elvis Presley was working at Area 51 and other fucking places for three-letter agencies of this government, dude. Fuck yeah. And they just fucking gave him a body double. And that's why Elvis was such an asshat after he came back from the army, dude. All fucking doing those stupid ass movies and shit. Because it wasn't the real Elvis, man. Like John Lennon said, Elvis died when he joined the military. Elvis is still alive, dude. Because he's been traveling at the speed of light, man. He's gonna come back. He'll be 26. Be ready to fucking go, hey, now that I'm done defeating the aliens, it's time to rock and roll and lay some pipe, said the king of rock and roll. Well, we'll see how that turns out, man. Because, you know, the government wouldn't let you down. Okay, here's the next realistic bedtime story. The name of this bedtime story is The Tinder Date. Now, this is a bit avant garde, so I'll do the best I can to vocally describe this, but you really need the full visual to capture this. Prologue. Okay. Realistic bedtime stories. Story number 2, Tinder Date. Prologue. We see two available singles putting together their Tinder profile. Karen's reads, howdy, I'm Karen. My girlfriend's put me up to this. I think everyone would say I'm an upbeat, positive, glass half full kind of gal. You know, I can wear jeans and a t-shirt and dress up in a party dress. Whatever you need, I've got the outfit. But if you think I'm some kind of floozy that's on a site like Tinder for some kind of hookup, you're barking up the wrong tree, mister. I'm a classy lady, and I demand to be treated with respect, said Karen's Tinder profile. This is going viral, dude. Karen's profile picture consisted of 5 women all gathered around mugging for the camera with their smiles. You don't know which one is her. You just know she's one of them. Is she the one that you're really attracted to, or the one that you don't want to give her the time of day? You don't know. Because that's her Tinder profile picture, dude. A pack of all of her girlfriends at some fucking ditzy bachelorette party where they're all fucking drunk on fucking drinks with umbrellas in them, dude. And you're obnoxious, right? You know what I'm saying. Come on. You know exactly what I'm saying. Oh, let me have another one of those fuzzy navels. Oh, yeah, Marge. Fucking party on, dude. So let's go to Mr. Wright's profile, Chad. Chad's profile picture is a picture of him sitting on his motorcycle holding a carcass of a dead deer. His profile reads, "Hey, I'm not into some kind of ball busted bitch. I'm looking for someone that knows how to keep it real. My hobbies are motorcycle riding, hunting, fishing, and drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Chad." So they started chatting on Tinder, man. You know, Karen's first message. "I don't normally do this. I'm not so forward, but I've always wanted to ride a motorcycle." Chad writes back, "Maybe, maybe you can do that one day if you can handle my hog." Then Karen said, "Oh, but I like traveling and long walks on the beach." Chad was too busy fucking thinking about tapping that ass. He couldn't read anything and just say, "Hey, why don't we meet, man?" So that next day, they agreed to meet, dude. And they met at, I don't know, some random fucking Chili's, dude. They met at Chili's. Oh, and fucking, so Chad's there and in comes walking Karen. He's waiting out front. And Chad thinking, holy shit. Karen looks a lot older than those pictures she posted of her. Gosh, it looks like instead of highway miles, those extra years were road miles, if you know what Chad's trying to say. What he's trying to say is he was expecting something other than the complete train wreck that showed up, dude. It didn't track with the pictures that were posted. But Chad said, fuck it, dude. I'll just get fucking wasted. Karen's first impression of Chad is, wow, he's a lot shorter than 6'1", and he's got a rather loose interpretation of athletic build body. So then they sat down. Chad had been reading Cosmo, dude. So he knew exactly how to handle a first date, dude. And after they ordered drinks and dinner, which consisted of many appetizers that Karen ordered before the main course, because she didn't like to eat it all. She just liked to taste it all. So the 15 appetizers show up, and Chad deploys the secret technique of how to fucking land a hottie. And I'm getting ready to give everybody some inside baseball. Here it goes. So, Karen, said Chad, you know, I'm really interested in you. I'd like to hear you tell me all about you. And then it happened, dude. Hold on, we gotta chat. She's the one taking the picture. Yes, she is. And then, where were we? The fucking, okay. Chad was, and then, yeah, man. And so Chad goes, yo, Karen, I'm really interested in you as a human being. Why don't you tell me about yourself? And it was on, dude. Karen was blah, blah, blah. Eat, blah, blah, blah. Order another drink, blah, blah, blah. Order dessert, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the evening, man, Karen goes, gosh, Chad, I've talked so much. You even had a chance to get a word in. What do you have to say about the things I said about me? Karen said. Chad goes, well, Karen, I wasn't paying any attention. I was too busy staring at your tits, said Chad. The Tinder date. Here's another Tinder date, part two. Biff, against his better judgment, decides he's tired of engaging in self abuse while watching librarian porn and decides it's time to perhaps drop his load out amongst the population, i.e., a human being, as opposed to his trash can. So Biff goes on Tinder because all the reviews say, you know, Tinder is a safe site. They vet the people that are on there. You're not going to meet weirdos on Tinder, man. You'll meet the finest society has to offer. So Biff goes on Tinder. He strikes up a conversation with Norma Jean, whose profile says she's an artist. I'm a bit of a hippie artist, but I like to keep it real. I don't like drama, and I just like to go with the flow. Well, Biff certainly liked Go with the Flow since it had been a long time since Biff had done the sexy time. So after chatting, they agreed to meet. While Biff was at the rocking fucking shit fucking hole that Norma Jean had picked out. Hey, Norma Jean, said Biff on the fucking Tinder fucking messaging. Where do you recommend we meet? Oh, I know a really nice place. Blah, Norma Jean says. Biff goes walking in there and he's like, hey, man, I forgot to bring my fucking kit so I could shoot up in the bathroom with the rest of the fucking clientele. Then Biff's fucking phone text message goes off. It's Norma Jean. Hey, I'm running behind. Can I ask you a favor? Can you pick me up at work? And that way I can get there sooner. Biff's like, fuck it. I need to get out of this shithole. Okay, why not? So Biff goes to Norma Jean's work. Biff's not really clear on what exactly it is Norma Jean does for a living. He just knows that whatever it is, it's behind this dark alley with nothing but fucking storage fucking units. Out comes bopping Norma Jean. His first fucking impression was, wow, she looks rather energized. Following Norma Jean were three fucking huge, fucking out of control dogs. Norma Jean goes, hey, thanks for picking me up. I got my dogs. They'll have to come back with us. Just then, all the fucking hounds come pounding in the fucking car in the back seat as they're growling at Biff. And Biff takes a look at Norma Jean and he goes, wow, my spidey sense is telling me she might be tweaking. And as they're driving back to Norma Jean's place, Biff is thinking, how do I get out of this fucking situation? I don't want to be a bad guy and just say, you're batshit crazy. I'm going to go back to jerking off to librarian porn. Instead, I'm just going to be a nice guy. Meanwhile, Norma Jean kept babbling incoherently about whatever hit her fucking tweaking mind. Then the subject of sex chairs came up. Hey, Biff, have you ever been in a sex chair? Gee whiz, Norma Jean. No, I haven't. It's really not something I've considered since my spinal injury. Well, I've got a sex chair. It's not like a name brand one. It's a generic one, but it's still pretty good. You should check it out. It's good for your back and stuff. Wow, Norma Jean. That's interesting. Yeah, when we get there, I'll show you. You should get in the sex chair. It will really help your back. As they pulled up into Norma Jean's place, Biff said, Norma Jean, there's signs on your place that say condemned. Oh, yeah, that's just bullshit. Come on in. And as they walked in, he could see something in the far distance, and Norma Jean ran to it. Come here and check it out. And Biff walked over the dirty diapers and beer cans and God knows what to the sex chair. Norma Jean goes, this is gonna be wild, man. But you know something? I could really use a blueberry smoothie from this convenience store that's down the street. Biff saw his opening. I'll go get that, doll, and be right back because God knows there's nothing more that I want to do than hang out in a sex chair in this place with you while you strap me down and tweak out or whatever it is that you're tweaking out on. That sounds like a good time. So Biff fucking left skid marks as he fucking did not go to the convenience store. He fucking passed fucking go, dude, and went straight fucking home and left her in ghost town, dude. The end. Later that night, Biff was laying in bed and he's thinking, fuck, man. I gotta get my shit together. I mean, every time I try to engage in the world, it blows back on me with some weird shit, you know? I go on a family friendly dating platform like Tinder, and I meet what looks to be someone in the throes of a meth fucking experience. And as Biff started getting more and more depressed about how dark and desperate things were in his life, something happened. He felt peace. And he was like, wow. And he knew what was driving that peace. It was the unconditional love of him. You see, Biff realized that left on his own, he would continue to flub up and go through more of things like the Tinder Norma Jean date experience. Biff realized, man, that up until that point, his life was an abomination to him. And he realized it had been a long time, man, since he even thought about what he wants, right? Biff was so caught up in, what Biff wants. He never thought, you know, what would he do right now? How would he handle a situation if he was on a Tinder date? What does he want me to do? Biff realized one of the things that he wanted right then and there was for Biff to understand that the load that had developed because Biff internalized all that pain, that load that he was carrying was insurmountable. Biff knew it. And he knew the only way he was going to be able to get rid of a load that size would be to take it to him and drop it upon him. For he will take that load. But you have to give it to him for him to take it. He's just not going to come and say, "Oh, look, you got a load, I'm taking it." It doesn't work that way. It's like a vampire, right? Got to invite a vampire in the house. Well, you've got to invite your load upon him for him to say, yes, come on, do it, dude. Drop it. Fuck yeah. Drop that load, motherfucker. You said you had it, then drop it, bitch. Right? Is what he said. That's what he'll say. He'll go, "What is it, my child? This load. I must bring it to you. Oh, you finally get it. You finally get that I'm the only one who can take that load. Well, yeah. So I'm here to drop it upon you. Well, what are you waiting for, bitch? Drop that load. I've waited long enough, man. Don't keep me waiting so long next time, motherfucker." That's what he'll say. And as I was getting ready to come upon him and come unto him, dude, for he had risen. He had risen, dude. He was up. He said, yo, it come to pass that I have risen, dude, and I am up, and I am ready to fucking spread the good news to you apostate motherfuckers. That's what he said. For it come to pass that he came down and he was the only one. I think we could say it. The only reason I still exist is because when he, when I needed it, when that load got so big and he took it, I knew I had to take the other step, man, and turn my life and my will over to him. And I gotta tell you, man, that Satan has given me this light, you know, that not only has he taken my load, but just knowing that he's there, I kind of, I don't know. It's like I feel him with me, you know what I mean? It's a great feeling. Um, okay, perhaps there is another realistic bedtime story. Are you ready? Here we go. Penetron Pharmaceuticals presented one face to the public. Hi, gang. My name's Biff Martin, CEO and founder of Penetron Pharmaceuticals. Your friend in the sexual lubricant industry. Hey, said Biff Martin, I get it. Us corporate types could be real fuddy duddies. And it's no surprise that many of them are just out for the money. But when I decided to when I decided to fucking start this company, when I founded Penetron, it was based on one simple principle that we would always place people over profit. That's just the Penetron way, said Biff Martin. So now, here's the other side of the story. We find ourselves in the office of Biff Martin, CEO, president, and founder of Penetron, and his staff of bobbleheads and minions. Let us begin our staff meeting, said Biff Martin. Look, gang, I'm looking at the data, and I know you guys been spending a lot of time drilling down into it, but it's pretty gosh darn clear to me that we're starting to see a dip in sales in sexual lubricant, coupled with a forecast that looks like the sexual lubricant market might start drying up in quarter 4. How are we going to diversify and handle this? And they started kicking around idea after idea. Biff was shooting them all down. Hey, Mr. Martin, I got an idea. Why don't we ethically dispose of all of the old sexual lubricant, retool, and we can build water filtration systems that can help third world countries have fresh water. That's a horrible idea, said Biff Martin. Why the hell would I want to get rid of all this inventory for free? What are you, some kind of socialist? You call yourself a Penetronian? And you want to talk about giving away stuff? You, what are you? Just then, I got an idea, Mr. Martin, said Dirk Diggler. What is it, Diggler? You seem to be a go getter with middle management written all over him. Just then, Diggler presented a plan where they could reconstitute the sexual lubricant and transform it into anti marijuana goo that could be used by law enforcement agencies the worldwide, that they can, like when they have riots of people on pot, man, they can shoot the fucking riot goo at them. And that's what he fucking developed, dude. We can make a lot of money off this, and we could use our existing fucking inventory of sexual lubricant that people aren't interested in and penetrate a virgin market, dude, with it. Fuck yeah, said Biff. Let's not only penetrate that market, let's go all in and not pull out until we stimulate the kind of growth that we need. Yes, sir, Mr. Martin, said Biff. So, at the fucking factory, all the fucking packaged bottles of fucking Penetron, sexual petroleum jelly number 25 was all rounded up, man, and getting ready to be thrown into the vat and converted into anti 420 goo. Well, I'll tell you what, right goddamn now, said Bubba the foreman. They ain't paying no overtime. I'm not working. We'll handle the rest of this shit tomorrow. And they left, man. And when they left, all the fucking tubes of sexual lubricant started chattering amongst themselves. What's going to happen? They heard the rumors, but they all realized their time was coming, dude. Gosh, I thought I'd be really out there helping people come together. Now I'm going to die a miserable death and be reconstituted into anti 420 goo. But there was somebody that was different. He didn't have a name. He was an orphan, see. All the other tubes had the Pentatron brand on them. But this tube had Astroglide because it wasn't about what was on the outside brand, it was on the inside. It was still Pentatron's sexual petroleum fucking lubricant that they sold in bulk to even some of their competitors, dude. Astroglide purchased some. And next thing you know, dude, the lonely tube of Astroglide was like, how come they're not asking me to play in their reindeer games? It's because you're different, you fucking idiot. You're not normal. You don't look like everybody else, dude. The fact that you come from a broken home with parents that got divorced is your fault. If it wasn't for you, your parents would have never got divorced. They'd still be together. But you caused it, man. So now our tube of Astroglide panics and jumps off the conveyor belt that once fired up was going to take his fucking ass to the vat to be fucking reformatted into something more useful. Humanity doesn't need sexual lubricant. Humanity needs fucking anti 420 goo to shoot at fucking pesky fucking people doing the pot, especially when they congregate. Because you just know it's a matter of time, man. Oh, fuck, we got 5 people on the street smoking pot. It's going to be a riot any minute. Well, we don't have any anti 420 goo. Well, what kind of mayor do we have, man? Potholes and potheads. It's the only thing the mayor's got to worry about. Everything else is fucking. But this particular tube of Astroglide was different. And as it tried to get away, it fell into Pentatron's fucking pharmaceutical grade liquefied THC, dude, that they were going to convert into IV fucking pharmaceutical grade THC that they sell offshore, man. Because this shit is the most powerful fucking. They sell it to fucking people needing to fucking tranquilize elephants and shit, too. Right? I mean, this is like the most powerful fucking shit known to man. And the tube of Astroglide fell into it. And next thing you know, something was happening. It was like altered states, man. The vat had the feeling of one of those fucking tanks. And next thing you know, dun dun dun, the fucking tube of Astroglide came to life. Oh my gosh, who are you? Said all the generic tubes. It's me, Slider. And I think I've got a calling. And that's right. Slider, and we'll learn more, is a fucking superhero, man. He's got superpowered sexual petroleum lubricant that he shoots at the adversary or drops it on him, dude. That's right. With that said, everybody go to sleep. Have a good morning. Peace and love.